Hi GITV, Bob the Axeman Hildebrand here, and today we're going to be going over some new G&G guns that recently hit our Airsoft GI inventory, starting with the G&G Firehawk. Now, a number of us in the GI marketing department have been eagerly awaiting the release of the G&G Firehawk, mainly because it is designed specifically for use in CQB environments. Obviously, you can tell the gun is very short. It's going to make it very easy to go around corners. It also has a multi-position extendable stock, and what I like about this thing in particular is it does have a battery compartment right here on the bottom. So if you have optics, you can keep extra batteries in here for your use on the airsoft battlefield. But it also has a very respectable rate of fire, considering you do get combat machine internals, including a full metal gearbox, 8mm ball bearings, as well as a high torque motor. Now, obviously, you can go around corners easier with this because it is much shorter, but it does have a rail setup on front for the attachment of aftermarket accessories. We put a few things on here that some folks in the marketing department like a red dot or a micro red dot scope, as well as a green laser that is very easily accessed. This does have a polymer body, does come with a high capacity magazine, and once again shoots around 330 feet per second. Now, the G&G Firehawk should be available on airsoftgi.com for around $170, which is in keeping with the combat machine price point, and is going to make this very affordable for players who are getting into the game or who want a gun that is designed for CQB environments. Now, not only is the gun very short, not only does it have a very respectable rate of fire, but this unique flash hider design actually makes it snap rather loudly, and it's going to be even louder in an indoor CQB environment. But let me show you the rate of fire right now. Pretty awesome in my opinion for a gun right out of the box, especially at around $170. So make sure to look out for the G&G Firehawk on airsoftgi.com. Alright, next up today is the G&G CM16 Mod 0, or the Combat Machine Mod 0. Now, this gun is fully made out of polymer, as is in keeping with the Combat Machine lineup. You also have a multi-position stock that is lockable and movable, and also has the battery compartment that you saw on the previous G&G Firehawk. Now, it does have a very comfortable front handguard, which is texturized, and it also has a rail segment all the way along the top of this, and as well as the main body. And you do get a flip-up rear sight, as well as a removable front triangle sight. Now, you are going to get a high-capacity magazine with this gun, and it shoots around 390 feet per second, making it ideal for outdoor airsoft combat. This is also a very affordable airsoft gun, coming in at around $170, so it is hitting that sub $200 mark, which is great for players getting into the game or who want to step up from a much more affordable airsoft gun. Now, this gun internally does have a full metal gearbox. It also has 8mm brass bushings, and it also has a standard type motor. So make sure to check this out on airsoftgi.com if you're getting into the airsoft market, or if you want to step up from a much more affordable gun. A combat machine is a great way to improve your gameplay. Alright, now lastly for today, we're going to be taking a look at the TR4 Mod 0. This is essentially G&G's top tech version of the Mod 0 platform. Now, something to note is that both this Mod 0 as well as the Combat Machine Mod 0 do come with 3 short rail segments that you can add to this front handguard. As you can see here, we added a laser that is mounted on the short rail segment, as well as a vertical foregrip, again mounted on the short rail segment. So both this gun and the Combat Machine Mod 0 are going to have that option that will complement the rail you get on the top of the handguard, as well as the top of the receiver. Now, the difference between this and the Combat Machine is obviously you are going to get top tech internals. You are also going to get a full metal body. Now, this gun also comes with blowback, which if any of you are fans of having feedback on your gun or recoil, it's definitely worth paying the extra money for the experience on the airsoft battlefield. You're also going to have a 6.03 tight bore inner barrel pre-installed. Now, as far as a little bit of the internals, again, you're going to get a full metal gearbox. You are going to get 8mm ball bearings, and you are also going to get a high torque motor. Now, once again, as per the previous combat machines, you do have a very texturized front handguard, which is very comfortable, as well as a multi-position stock that is lockable, as well as having a battery compartment, which is really nice. And I got to tell you, it is nice to have all these features on one gun, and it does shoot around 370 feet per second, making it ideal for outdoor airsoft gameplay. Now, this does come in at around $280 from airsoftgi.com, and this is one of their top tech lines. You are going to get that standard of performance as well as internal craftsmanship. All right, well, that's going to do it for today's look at G&G guns, and make sure to check out all that G&G has to offer on airsoftgi.com. And one other thing to note is that G&G has a sweepstakes that is ongoing, where if you enter the code that comes with these G&G guns on G&G's website, you have a chance to win a free gun or a free trip to Taiwan. They do the drawings very often, and you don't want to miss out on that, because who wants to miss out on a free trip somewhere awesome? Anyway, I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and this is GITV.